Hi everyone, the Mature Simmer here. Welcome to this week's edition of Mods Worth Noting. So this is a simple mod, Real Mower. Just creates the realism within the game that things operate as a real mower, meaning specifically that you can mow all areas on the map, but it also mows bushes and weeds and doesn't ignore those as you go over them. So if you use Maize Plus and need molasses, this is a molasses tank that actually lets you purchase directly as well for a discount because you're buying it direct to the farm. So in continuing to add really interesting production options to the game, Zottelzocht has released Heating Plant, which can burn hay, straw, wood chips, bark mulch, hay pellets, straw pellets, wood pellets, and manure pellets and produce heat, electricity, and ash as waste material. So electricity and heat can be sold, obviously, or distributed to other productions that may need them. And then ash can be sold at wholesale or processed in productions that process ash. So if you're looking for something in your small farm gameplay, there is Small Seed Production, which for $2,000 lets you produce your own seed using grain and seed treatment liquid, but it gives an interesting option here. So this was an interesting production mod. It's a horse training facility that basically gives a boost to horses by feeding them, and you can see it operates as a production. So you input a horse along with certain types of food, and then you get some higher valued item out that you can then go ahead and sell. It does have a required mod, so please keep that in mind. And the mod that this needed is part of the new mods this week, Animal Input Extension by the same author, TN4799, and this basically allows you to use animals as inputs for productions. So this is an intriguing gameplay mod, challenge mode, that operates on multiplayer servers and basically gives you an ability to create a bit of a point style game challenge that you can do by setting your own rules. So you can see here you can do things like earn points per how much land you own, selling buildings, selling vehicles, storage, money, and then within storage how much product you're storing, how many points you get for that. You can set max helpers, max missions, whether they can lease vehicles if there's a credit limit, how many animal husbandry limits they may have, and it also includes the ability for the admin to adjust points in case there's a need for that. But you can turn off specific mission types. So in addition to what wasn't shown on the screenshots clearly, you can turn off specific mission types. You can mark vehicles and tools as starter items that do not count into the points. And if you've got contractor farms on your server, you can hide farms that don't participate, and then they won't be subject to the rules. So definitely something relatively unique this week. So if you wanted to explore what that might do for your enjoyment of the game, certainly check this one out. So there's another production that's appeared this week, Gristmill by Togram. It's for the PC only. It says it's designed to work with Maize Plus, so it can produce grain meal, cornmeal from sugar beets, can produce sugar beet pulp, and produce potato chips from potatoes. So you basically get 4 products. And the screenshots provided are in German, so I believe that covers everything. Something to check out as another production. If you're looking for an inexpensive small tractor, this mod Farmall 460 to 560 starts at $3,500 for a 50 horsepower tractor. I've not come across many of these, so I figured I'd point it out. Caffini Synthesis is a sprayer, but they're specific for orchards and vineyards, so they work in very tight quarters. And that's it for this week's edition of Mods Worth Noting. I'll see you next time.